On today's episode of Prodigy Pulse, we talk with Jane Daley, who's one of the best youth hockey players in America. She currently plays for the U16 Shattuck-St women's hockey team, so let's go catch up with her.
You still in Minnesota?
Yeah.
How are things there?
Good so far. They've been.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good since being back.
How long did you guys have off?
We have our first game tomorrow.
Nice. Who you guys playing
Or
against?
not tomorrow, Saturday. We play Culver, 3 games.
How was Culver this year?
I don't know. I think they're supposed to be good. I think they beat some pretty good teams that we've played. They're good, so I think it should be good. But
Sure.
I don't know. We played them last year.
Okay. How's the season for you been going? I mean, it looks like you've been doing good. I mean, you have 77 points in like 30 games, so pretty solid.
I mean, it's been a good season so far. Like, I love the team, and I mean, they're great. I don't think I could do any of it without like the people I'm playing with. So,
Right. And is this your first year at Shattuck?
no, I was here last year, my 8th grade year.
Nice.
So yeah, I love it here. It's so good.
Was Shattuck kind of your first choice of schools?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I was like kind of think I went to Dexter out in Mass prep school, and I was like, oh, like I don't know like what I should do. I want to go like hockey model and go somewhere like where it's the main focus. And I loved it at Dexter, and I was like, I just want more for myself. And so like I thought of the academies, but I was like, I mean, I think Shattuck's just the place I want to be. I toured and I was like, yeah, like this is sick.
Yeah. So where are you originally from then?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What brought you out to Massachusetts then?
Like my mom's work and just like my family was out there, so we moved there. I was like 7, and then just lived there ever since.
So now you're back in the Midwest, kind of where your roots are. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, it is.
How
I
was
like
your
the food
time?
out here.
You like the food out here?
Yeah. They don't have cheese curds in Mass.
Yeah. How was your hockey experience out in Massachusetts?
It was great. I think, I mean, the people there, like you just get so close with them. I think like some of my best friends are in Mass too. And I just like the people. I mean, I think I was so lucky with the coaches I had when I was there and like the teams I was on. So
Nice.
I think I was great.
So did you get started playing in Chicago then, or did you get started?
Yeah. I played, I started skating when I was like 3. And then I was like figure skater.
Oh, really?
And then I was like, I would go over in Chicago, I don't know what the name of the rink is, but go over like the other sheet and like all these kids were playing hockey, and I was like, I want to do that.
Really?
That seems super sick.
That's super cool. So you started in figure skating. Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't very good. I could barely skate.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what was it like kind of moving back into the Midwest? Were you by yourself then?
Yeah. I have my sisters live out here. I have a sister in Chicago and a sister in Wisconsin. So when we travel, like they're able to come and visit, and then they like they have like their family out here too. So like I'm just able to see them. But I mean, Shattuck and like the people like literally made the experience so easy to transition. Like I don't think like when I first got here, like I was so just excited. Like I like barely could like talk to my parents. I was just like super like just like excited and like a mix of emotions. I was just like, oh wait, mom and dad, like how are you? But
that's awesome. That's good to hear though, especially
Yeah.
coming from Shattuck. I mean, it looks like that type of way. I mean, everyone like goes out of there and loves it, talks highly about it. So what does like a day-to-day look like for you then?
For me, I think so. Our schedule, I like our schedule, but we get up at like 5:50ish, and we've work at like 6. So there's our 6:15, take a bus over the rink, get ready for work out, and then workout ends about like 7:10, whatever. Shower, get out of the rink, and then take the bus over to the middle school because that's like where I go to school. So like eat here, and then get ready for school, go to my first period or so, and then I got another class, and then go and play hockey for a couple hours, and then finish off the school day. And then after that, I'll do like skills or maybe like hit another workout or something. but recover.
Yeah. So how does it work kind of like when you're not practicing? Are you able to go to different like dryland facilities on campus and kind of work on your game?
What?
Like when you're not practicing, can you
Oh
do stuff?
yeah.
Is there a lot of like ability to do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. In the rink, like, have you seen the facilities?
A little bit, not too many of those.
Yeah, I think that they're amazing. Like, and like this, I go work out at the rink. The gym's upstairs, so you just go work out. Um, yeah, I mean,
That's great.
yeah,
That's where you really improve. It's kind of like those off hours there.
yeah,
Kind of,
for sure. And especially like in the training room, like they're great. And like Coach Suki runs the gym. He's great. And I think like last year, like I came in, I was not strong at all. And I just think like I was like, I need to like improve on this and this skill. So try to work at that.
sure. So kind of speaking on that note, how did they help you kind of with like your nutrition, like a workout program? What did they do for
Yeah.
you when you first went there?
Yeah. So we have nutrition meetings on Tuesdays. I think it's I'm not sure. I think it's like once a month or something, like maybe once every 2 weeks or whatever. So I'll listen to those, and then we have workouts Tuesday and Thursday. Like those are the mandatory workouts for our team, and then you're able to work out whenever you want, like throughout the rest of the week.
Sure.
So
That's so nice having that ability to do that.
yeah, I mean, I just like, especially when I go home, like I'm like I gotta drive 40 minutes back.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the access, just like take the bus over or walk over or whatever. There's the van on the weekends. Like it's so easy. And I think just like this resources, I mean, it's unbelievable here.
Yeah. So kind of how do you manage your time, like between school and kind of being like an athlete? What are your strategies for doing that?
Yeah, I mean, Shattuck, the schedule and like the way that it works here, like I think they provide like a great way for you to kind of do time management, like whether you're trying to study it like later in the night, or you're like, I don't have a ninth period, so I can get some work done then. But just like there's so much time in your day to get it done, and just like being able to kind of like work with the teachers and just like figure out what time like works best for you here. I mean that helps me the most. Just like being like, all right, it's 6 o'clock, I'm gonna do my homework, get it done, and then maybe watch a movie tonight. But
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like Shattuck's also known for like their academics too, so it's good to see that
yeah,
they make time for you there.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's definitely not easy to balance both, but to be able to figure it out and like learn how to do the time management, like I think that's key for me, and I think also like the people that I'm in school with.
Sure. So kind of what are you doing outside the classroom and off the ice to kind of take your mind off of it? Like
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
doing in your free time?
Um, I like to go on vacation, but I also like play pickleball, or like if I'm like doing nothing, like done with homework or whatever, I'll play some video games with my friends or go
Nice.
around the dorms, just find something, hang out with them. They're the best. I mean, you
Yeah.
sleep. It's like a sleepover, like with your best friends, like literally every night. You just sleep in your own bed, though.
That's awesome. So kind of thinking back to hockey here, you played in Finland for the under 18s. How was that experience over there?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, like it was so cool and such an honor to wear the jersey. And I mean, the coaches and like the staff and everybody, the team, like it wouldn't have been like such a great experience without them. And I think like, I mean, it was so cool. And I just think I was so like to even get that experience. It was so unique and so grateful for that.
So how long were you guys over there?
We left, I think it was like 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks maybe. But we
Nice.
left like the 29th, landed on 30th, and then left really early on the 13th. So
Nice. And during that time, are you doing online school or are you still off?
yeah, I mean, we had some school that I was like, I did some before I left, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna bring it with me, just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah. Enjoy the experience.
Yeah, and some of my friends did, and I was like, I can't. I can't even bring my mind there right now.
So how many other girls from your team played on the US team?
Um, on my 16's team, it was just me, but on the prep team, I think it was 6, but then we had, I might be wrong. I think there's another girl who played on the Czech team who's on the 19th team here. So, I mean, it was cool to like see her, especially like, cause you're like, she's with all her Czech friends and you're with all like the kids from school too. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah.
Was it weird playing against like a different style of hockey, like playing against other countries?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think like some of the teams, like every team brought like a different strategy, or mostly all like so physical. Like all the games are physical and fast, and I think like it was cool. I mean,
Yeah, that's
especially like Sweden, they hit us hard. Canada hit us hard. Like they were good. So were Finland. Like they're all Czech was all good games. Japan, like, but
right. But
yeah,
kind of from your point of view, what was like the biggest difference of style of hockey compared like from other countries compared to the U.S.?
there's difference from them to
Yeah,
us. I mean, I would say. I mean, it's close. Like
sure.
it's good hockey and like good hockey all like it just comes together. But I mean, I think every team like brought their best, and so did we. And yeah, there's really like little differences. Just
Sure.
like maybe the team like they're really physical, or like but we're physical too. So it's like it kind of goes head and head.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like you go to a different country and they just hone in on different styles.
Yeah,
So even like how they skate, like just the style is so different.
yeah. I
Uh,
remember like the Sweden girls, they were just all like so tall.
yeah,
Like
really?
every single one of them. Yeah.
Very scary.
They're all,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, you're the only 16 like year old on that team. So kind of your hockey IQ is kind of what we notice like stands out to you or stand out to us, and the people watching you. Where did that come from? Where did your hockey IQ come from?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing boys hockey at like a pretty good level, and those kids I played with, like they forced me to make quick, fast decisions and like just play with my head up, because I mean, if you don't, like you're gonna get toasted. So, especially transitioning over to the girls' game, like being able to play like boys and girls at the same time, I think that was big for me, and like being able to implement like what I was doing or like trying to do in boys' game, like put it into the girls' game. And I think like definitely for me, like playing boys hockey, like that helped me a lot in the transition. I mean, I think that it pushed me to a level that like I needed, and it was good.
Sure. How long did you play boys hockey till?
I want to say I played all the way until like the year before, like I stopped right as checking was starting,
Okay.
and I played for the Wizards in Mass and Dexter. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So was that just like a house team or like a club team, or was that like AAA?
yeah. So like Dexter was my high school, so I was seventh
Okay.
grade. So I played for Dexter, their varsity team, and then same time I was playing U14 Wizards. Uh, so that was like our club team, and then your high school team, kind of like half season.
So kind of who do you model your game after? There's someone growing up that you kind of adapted to their style into your game.
I mean, yeah, like watching all the NHL games, and especially like now being able to watch the PWHL games, like Crosby's a great player, and I think like his IQ and his like ability to be able to play that 200-foot game, and just like I just admire him as a player for sure.
You look up to anyone on the PWHL?
Yeah, for sure. Like all of them, they're all like phenomenal. I think Bilka's a really good player. They're all so good. So
Yeah, kind of speaking like in the future terms, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know it's a
um
hard question to answer, but
yeah, I mean, kind of taking day to day, but hopefully in 5 years, like I'm in a good D1 college or just a D1 college in general, and just being able to like still work hard and still love hockey the same I do now.
sure. So kind of when we think of college hockey, in the world of NIL now, you're building your personal brand now through social media. When you think about your personal brand, what matters most to you about
Yeah,
yourself?
um, something that matters most to me is like what people think of me off the ice. Like off on the ice, like I don't really. I mean, I off the ice is what matters most. Like I just hope people consider me like a good teammate, hardworking, and just like a genuinely like kind person. Because I look to be a good teammate, and like especially I just want to show people like work hard, like, and I hope that people that whoever I'm playing next to, like they're doing the same thing, and like they're pushing me, I'm pushing them, and I think that's big for me. I just love that. So
Yeah, that's a perfect answer. I mean, you can play great on the ice, but off the ice is kind of where people see you most, and kind of
yeah,
where you become a leader.
yeah.
And kind of like in that world of social media that we talked about, how does that help you think, women's hockey kind of develop further and, more exposure, like more credibility? How do you think social media kind of plays a part in that?
Yeah, I think it's big. I mean, I think like people find out about things like a sick goal or good team play, like nasty plays, like good saves, like whatever. Like if you're not like tuning into the game, like you see it in like the reels or like all over TikTok, like something like that. Like you just see it like like it's put out there on the platform, and I mean I think people see it that way and they're like, wow, like
Sure.
I think it just helps promote the game even more.
Right. Yeah. That's what we're trying to do at Prodigy. We notice like, girls sports isn't kind of getting like the love it deserves. You see a lot of exposure from like the boys tournaments and stuff, but like we never noticed anything from the girls tournaments. So we started moving our momentum towards that a little bit. So it's been great. Like we were able
Yeah,
to you guys at the Junior Flyer Showcase. So, and I
yeah, I
think
think
like it builds such a more community in us, put you guys more on a pedestal. I mean, you guys are all great players, a lot of Division I athletes already. So I think you guys need to get more love than you guys deserve. So
yeah, I mean I agree. I mean, I think it was great you guys were there. I think a lot of people were psyched. They were like, this is really cool,
right,
especially because like you don't get that a lot, but
right.
it's cool to see that like people are going to do that because I know that especially the girls community, like our team, like or just everybody, like just to promote the game, I think is happy with it and it's good. It's just like I like it, but it's good for sure.
And so I kind of just want to wrap it up with, you moved away from home. What advice would you give to someone that kind of wants to go down the similar path as you, kind of like chasing their hockey dreams?
Yeah, I would say work hard and have fun, because I mean you don't find success without having fun. So, um, but you don't get anywhere without hard work. So, and that shows for sure.
Oh, right. Yeah. I think if you're unhappy, it kind of leaks into your game a little bit. So,
For sure, yeah. I mean, people like something that I look to do is like I look to journal. Like if I'm not like I'm like okay, like I could be a little bit more positive. Like today, like I'll journal about it. Like I'll write it down. I'll do something just like anything, but it's hard for sure.
right. I mean, I think it speaks words or speaks numbers because I mean, you have 77 points in 30 some games, and you started off this interview with just talking about how great it is there.
Yeah,
how much like all your friends are there, how good your team is. So I mean, I think it just goes to show right there. Having a good team, having a good friend base at your school.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't do it without them. Like,
Right.
and it's not me. Like, it's them. It's my line mates. It's my coaches. Like, it's everybody on the team. Like, I like them showing up for practice and like pushing me, we push each other, like stuff like that. Whether it's in like a little skate or like mini game, like anything. Like, I think that's what I mean. That's the best.
Right. Yeah, you guys have a special group. It's awesome to watch. Love it.